What's up, guys? It's Movie Buff here. We're going to talk to you today about Pet Semetery. Of course, it was a Stephen King's, redone movie, how they're redoing everything nowadays. Pretty much kind of sticks to, I guess, what the original movie did, with a little bit of variation. There is a creep factor in this movie. It's not like super scary, but when it is scary, it does have those jump scares. There's kind of a cool little Easter egg of it from Stephen King's movie last year. If you can catch it, it's when they're on the highway and there's a sign on the side of the road that says "Welcome to Derry," or Derry's, X miles away, and that's when or where the movie It took place. So that was kind of cool and clever. Pretty much, you've got Jason Clarke, you've got John Lithgow as far as some of the standout names in here. The acting's really good. It's really believable. The little girl, she does good. There's a lot asked of her in this role, for her to go to certain kind of places as far as your human psyche, kind of like a messed up place you wouldn't want a little girl to go. But they do ask of her that in this movie. So she does a good job. Basically, the movie is, everybody kind of knows there's this land that is, tribal Indian spiritual land that if you bury something there that's dead, it comes back. But it comes back a little different and not the way you want it to come back. So basically this family moves from, I believe it's Boston, which, shout out to Boston, shout out to Beantown. But they were coming from there from some reason, I think just to slow down and basically where the dad could spend more time with the family and stuff, because he was a doctor, emergency room, and they're trying to slow down basically. And they moved to this kind of country town, and you can kind of tell as soon as they get there, it's just a little off. It's a beautiful place, beautiful, scenery and country and stuff like that. It's just something's a little off. And anyways, they have this cat, and the cat ends up dying, of course. And there's an older man, and he knows the legend of the Pet Semetery or whatever, but he knows a little bit more because when he had lost a pet when he was young, he found out about the Pet Semetery and how the mysticism and everything goes hand in hand. And I think it was called a Wendigo or Windigo or Winnebago or Winnebago. I don't know. Some basically evil Indian spirit that brings stuff back when you bury it in this soil on this certain Indian burial grounds or tribal land or whatever. Anyway, so he knows about that, and he becomes really, attached to this little girl, and he wants to make her happy. And for some reason, he thinks because the cat was so sweet and that, the little girl was so sweet that maybe the cat will come back and everything will just be hunky-dory and this little girl will be happy again, because it breaks her heart. So he tells the dad, and, they go and they bury this cat. Well, of course, the cat comes back. The cat's fucked up. The cat's eating dead birds that are, still alive, basically mutilating animals, and it's mean. It's got a mean streak in it. You can tell its fur's all matted and everything. It can't be cleaned. It always looks fucking, just not good. Well, long story short, the little girl ends up chasing this cat that she basically thinks is gone away, because they try to get rid of the cat because it's fucked up, and they know it's fucked up. And especially Jason Clarke's character, he's like, I did this, I need to correct this. And the little girl's even freaked out by the cat at this point, so they try to get rid of it, and the cat comes back and basically, I think in a way, kind of taunts this little girl into the road, and a truck comes and takes her out. And the guy is just grief-stricken, just like, I have a daughter, and, I couldn't even imagine, but he decides, now that he knows about this place, and he especially knows that, the power of it, that it works, that he's going to bring his little girl back. And he goes and buries her out there, and he does, and she comes back just like the cat. She's fucked up. There's a sequence of events that goes down that's pretty disturbing. I won't spoil the whole movie for you guys, but it was pretty good. Like I said, there was some jumpy out parts. Overall, really good acting. It did its job, I guess, as a scary movie. It's not really super scary, super gory, super thriller, super anything, but it has a little bit of everything mixed in. So if you like Stephen King's novels, you're a fan of the book, you're a fan of, the old school, you kind of want to see it done in a new version and stuff, go check it out. I'll probably give it I'll probably get like a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. So till next time, see you at the movies.